Hey guys, it's John, your Tennessee flying farmer. We are on day 31, so at this point, this video will be 31 videos I've posted this month. We're at the end of the December build challenge. It's been a heck of a month. It's been fun, it's been productive, honestly, it's been brutal at times because of the lack of sleep and just the crazy hours doing other stuff. Here the last few days, I've managed to get a little bit caught up on sleep. I've been getting at least 3 or 4 hours a night, so that's that's progress, right? So I've been studying on several things. I've got, of course, not much physical progress, but I've been studying on a lot of stuff, everywhere from the lighting to wiring to one of the questions I got the other day was, when do I plan to start on more of the avionics stuff? And I'm gonna wait a little bit on the rest of the avionics. I've got the Garmin G3X mounted in here, and I've got, part of the cover and all that stuff, the panel cover made for it. The tunnel's in the works. I've got some more stuff to do to it. The ducting and all that kind of stuff still yet to go. The reason I'm kind of going to wait on that, this is pretty much my entire instrument panel. Everything right there is all you're going to see, everywhere from startup to flying to shutdown. That's pretty much it right there. Everything you'll need will be right here. Well, everything else is remote mounted. ADS-B, transponder, radio, absolutely everything else will be remote mounted. So the reason I'm kind of waiting, I want to be able to get this thing on scales and see where I'm coming out with my center of gravity, because in the windup, I really want to be able to have this thing a little bit closer to the rear, the aft center of gravity when it's fully aft loaded. And my thoughts on that, I would like to, if it's possible, be able to mount some of my remote avionics underneath the seat. And if I get it underneath the seat, the avionics, what I've got left will be some stuff I can kind of go forward or back, either one, to change that center of gravity if I need to. So stuff like the airplane battery, the avionics, I'll have to put an ELT, and of course the ELT's one has a decent sized battery in it itself, so it could be mounted anywhere along that rear fuselage. A lot of that stuff, I really want to get it on a set of scales and see sort of where I'm coming out, since I have this really crazy short engine mount, and I've pulled all this back and it'll be almost a snub nose. So anyway, today is mostly just a little bit of the wrap up, bookkeeping, that kind of stuff. I'll have just a little bit of a teaser of something that's I think is going to be really, really cool coming up here at the end of the video. Of course, the last 3 or 4 years, there have been a lot of setbacks, a lot of frustrations, everything from going through divorce to health issues to you name it. It's been a lot of setbacks. Guys, I promise you my comeback will be much bigger than my setbacks. I'm really looking forward to 2025, and my goal is to have this thing flying in 2025. So you guys stay after me if you're not seeing videos at least every couple of weeks or something. My intention is moving forward I can't do this every day, guys. It's like I said, these videos are taking at least an hour a piece just to put together, and that's partly my fault, just because it takes me a while to do the editing. Anyway, if you're looking at probably 40 hours spent doing the videos for this month, that's 40 hours I could have been actually working on this thing. So I'm going to try my best to spend more time on this. 2025, I really, really want to get this thing in the air. I want to get back in front of you guys in the air, let you see some more of the scenery around here from this Super Duty, because I think it's going to be an absolute beast for the kind of flying I like to do, and the capacity and capability and all that kind of stuff. So just incredibly looking forward to that. Anyway, the goal moving forward with the videos, I'm going to try my best to have a video at least every other week, possibly once a week if I can get, some stuff done. And if I have some really, really productive days and that kind of stuff, I may just kind of shut down after I get a little bit of progress made and put something together for you guys. I've got lots of things to do, lots of things going on. There are lots of things in the works. Of quite a few parts that I'm waiting to arrive. Some of those should be here pretty soon, and some of them are a little ways out. So we'll see how all that stuff goes too. Something else I want to mention real quick, I've said before, but keep an eye on the Kitplanes if you guys are enjoying the build, and especially if you'd like to read a little more details and that kind of stuff about it. I'm a regular in the builder series for Kitplanes. We're doing the complete build series for this airplane. You can go online, I believe, and read these for free. Or if you like the paper editions, you know, subscribe. You can back order this stuff too. So full builder series here. And if things continue going as good as they are with the Kitplanes, we may go directly from this plane into a second total series featuring the single seat I've got going. So we'll see, but hopefully after I get the Super Duty in the air, this will be the next priority, and I will try my best to spend time, and we'll just continue right along with the entire build process of getting that thing in the air. It should be a beast also. Next up on the list to talk about, some of you guys probably think I have unlimited funds. Man, I wish that was the case, but the reality is, I mean, if I did, I would be out here pretty much 24/7 trying to finish this thing up. But like you guys, I have bills to pay too, and I have to put in my hours elsewhere. So the reason this is actually happening is because I don't have unlimited funds, but I have almost unlimited determination to get this thing done. So that being said, I've got some, so there's some pretty big things coming up. Like the propeller will be expensive. I've got to put things like battery, ELT, the rest of the avionics package. All that stuff's going to create some pretty good bills for this thing. Long story short, if you guys would like to sponsor, I'm very much open to options for sponsorship to get this thing further along. We can do it. I will mention you guys, or if you're interested in doing a potential silent sponsorship, we can make that happen too. So don't hesitate to reach out if you really like what you're seeing and you want to help promote and I guess really help the progress in this. Anything helps. And of course, the likes, shares, everything on YouTube. Like I said, I don't make anywhere near enough on these YouTube videos to even remotely pay for making the videos, much less do anything else. I mean, I'm making the video here with an old cell phone, so we could do some upgrades and that kind of stuff too, but I need to get some work done, so I'm going to back off on the videos just a little bit. And like I said, try to get you some regularly, but not every single day like I had been. And whether you're a sponsor or not, I'm open for potential swag. You can see I've got some open spots there for swag. There's if I could find a vertical top banner that would fit right there on the edge of that. Man, I cannot point with this camera. Saved my life, guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, this kind of wide opening right here on that banner, I would like to have something that fits right there. There's potential places for sponsor top swag, but anyway, swag at all, any of it. I love you guys. I love the swag. I love having the banners in this shop. It really makes things seem like there's stuff happening, which I'm trying my best to actually make stuff happen. Next up, while we're talking about swag, I've actually made a few of these. I didn't make them. I bought several of these tumblers, just a handful really, and I cut out the vinyl for them. So you can see there's the vinyls. Finally, after several years, there's some of it starting to come loose. It's held up really well. But anyway, long story short, I'm thinking about getting some more of these tumblers. They work really, really well for hot, cold. I'm a cold weather coffee drinker, so these things handle the heat really well. I use it almost daily, summer and winter. I use coffee in it pretty much daily now, and in the summertime, it works really well to keep your water cold, your cool drinks cold. You can put ice in this thing and fill it full of water, and there'll still be ice in it at the end of the day. So it's been a really good tumbler. It's, like I said, it's 20 ounce. I'll probably put, instead of the Stoll Bandit or the Super701, since I'm trying to promote this and I'm trying to get this in the air, and I actually want one because I'm going to see if I can't incorporate a cup holder that's specific for this style of a tumbler. We'll get into that more in one of the future videos. But anyway, if you guys are interested in one of these, that instead of the vinyl has a either powder coat, Cerakote. It'll be a lot more rugged, a lot more durable than what this was with the vinyl, even though this has held up actually exceptionally well. If you guys are interested, leave me a little feedback. Let me know what you think on this. I'll try to keep the cost down, but it's been really cool. I've enjoyed this mug. With that being said, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this video up, guys. Again, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys. I know I took a break there, or a period where I was pretty silent. Life has a way of getting in the way sometimes, getting you down. And for those who believed in me all the way through, checked on me, that kind of stuff, I truly appreciate that too. It's you know who your friends are when you get in that kind of a position, and you guys mean the world to me. And I'm back on top. This thing, we are in the process of making things happening, and I am excited, and let's do this. So with all that being said, again, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have an incredible new year in 25, and have a good evening, and may we all fly in formation at some point in 2025. Thank you all. See ya. Okay guys, here at the very end, I'm gonna give you a little teaser and something we've had in the works. One of my biggest grumbles on these planes is the front suspension system. I really wish these planes had a way for a dampening, especially on the rebound, just a rebound dampening type setup. And I know there are several different ways, there's several different products out there, both through Zenith and through the aftermarket. These things, you know, they started with the bungee cord suspension system, and then Zenith has upgraded it to the rubber puck system, and that seems to work really well, but there's still no rebound damping. And the guys that are flying off airport, and what I mean by that, if you're flying off asphalt all the time or smooth grass all the time or that type of stuff, you really don't need anything different than what this stock kit is, because it's nice. And if you have any kind of a reasonable landing that's a smooth transition into land, unless you're just coming in bouncing all the time, you really don't need anything different. What they have works really well. But for those of us that are doing competitions and the more extreme off-airport stuff like sandbars and where there are big rocks and going across ditches and that kind of stuff, it would be really nice to have a suspension setup for at least the nose gear. So that being said, that's what we have in the works. It's been a slow process. There's been a lot of design. I've got a prototype here, and we've actually made some changes to it. So I'm waiting on the second prototype to come out. It should be shipped to me hopefully here pretty soon, and I'll update you guys on what it takes to do that. So with all that being said, really the next step for even this thing is going to be, I need to disassemble all this front again. I need to get the engine off, the engine mount off. I'm gonna get the firewall tore back down, and I'm gonna try to get everything ready to put in that next prototype nose strut. While I've got all that apart, of course, I'll have the windshield and all that kind of stuff off. I'm gonna try to wrap up the last little bit of trimming and details for some of this kind of stuff. And I'll try to work on some of the duct work and some of that for the cabin heating. So once I get the firewall and all that back off, I'll have more access to the brake pedals and what I need to get to right there ahead of them, where I'm wanting to do some of the cabin heat system. Okay, long story short, let's get back to the nose strut. Again, this is just a teaser. I'm not going to show you all of it yet, especially since this is a prototype and we don't even have a totally functioning setup ready. This is the standard setup through Zenith. It's all chromoly, it's all welded together. It's a very robust, nice, easy to set up, that kind of stuff. It works really well, so I'm not trying to get you guys to sway from it at all. This is our prototype that we have in the works. It is all aluminum. We've done the engineering and the testing on it, and even though it's aluminum, it is actually a little bit stronger than what this chromoly is. We've gone with a little bit thicker aluminum. When you look at the whole package, it doesn't weigh any more because we're using a suspension that does not require all the rubber pucks and all that other stuff. So I'll let you guys sort of look at it here as we go up. That you can see we're using instead of having a bolt that comes through, it'll actually be a contained, or the steering rod anyway will have a top and bottom there. The bearing will actually have a bolt that goes all the way through. And the top we're still working on. This is where we're making some changes with the prototype. We're trying to get it where it's an easy retrofit, and there's still a fair amount of stuff in the works, and a little bit more of what it's going to take to make it work and be easy to swap out for what's already in your Zenith. Or if you're building one, we want it to be an easy swap out and work with what's already there. And that's all the details I'm going to give you on that for right now, because like I said, I'm waiting on the next prototype. Hopefully here soon I'll have it and I can mock it up and tell you guys how well it works or what we need to look for. Or I may even be getting back with them and saying, hey, no, we need to make one more little change or tweak this or that or something like that. I think it's going to be pretty awesome, because it allows you to have rebound damping. And once we get, the weights and get all that stuff kind of figured out, what it actually takes, hopefully it'll work sort of across the board for all of the 750 line and potentially the new 701 also. But still a little bit of a road ahead to go there. And yeah, let's do this. See y'all next time.